Hey guys, this is Doug with fellowshipofthemartyrs.com. I did a video earlier. In the middle of the video, I kind of rambled in a different direction than was the point of the video, and I kind of felt from the Lord to cut that chunk out and make it a separate video. So this seems a little disjointed because it's the guts of a different video kind of stuck in here. So, but I want you to. It was important and about counting the cost and about the danger of the prayers that you pray. So I want to get it out there anyway. So here you go. There is no way to get a heart transplant without chest spreaders and stopping the heart and bleeding, and it looks ugly. And all I've told everybody is just trust the Lord all the way. Don't reach out and grab the wheel. See what He's going to do, and don't sin. And you pray the nuclear prayer, reboot my life, get me where you want me, whatever the cost, and you lay everything on the altar, why should it be a surprise when He takes you up on everything? My first wife, Rachel, we were married 12 years. I cried and I grieved. I grew my beard out for a year as a fast, begging and pleading with the Lord to restore it. And about 6 or 8 months after the divorce that she filed was final, I never went to court. I never fought it. I never contested it. I didn't participate in any of it. The Lord said, "Don't worry about what man says. What matters is what I say." I wouldn't take my ring off. I wouldn't call her my ex-wife for 8 months until the Lord said, "That's it. We're done. We've tried. We've tried. We've tried." She's like Lot's wife. She looked back at Sodom and Gomorrah. She's not going to go. We got to go without her. Take your ring off. We're done. And I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear it. But I know that I didn't put that asunder. And I didn't allow her to put it asunder. We were connected until the Lord said we weren't connected. And then I grieved. The Lord had me do a video where I ripped out my beard. It's not on YouTube, but if you want to see that one, it's too holy for YouTube, frankly. You go to Fellowship of the Martyrs, testimonies, Doug's testimonies at the very bottom. If you've never seen a guy rip out his beard like Ezra in Ezra chapter 9 and 10. Anyway, I know that God put it asunder, and I begged and pleaded. And I said, "Lord, I don't understand. I know that you put us together at the very beginning. I know that you said this is who I have for you." And I was real motivated when she was over an hour late for the wedding back in 1994. I was real motivated to find out if this was a sign from God or He was calling this off or what was going on, because nobody knew where she was at, and everybody's sitting there and the organ's playing and she's been missing for an hour and hasn't showed up at the church yet. And I was real motivated to hear Him, and He said real clearly, "Don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. This is who I have for you." But she wouldn't walk this out with me when the time came, and there's reasons for that, and I accept responsibility for my part in that. That's in the video. But after the Lord told me to take my ring off, I said, "I don't understand. I don't understand. You said you were going to restore my marriage." He said, "I'm going to restore marriage in your life. And I wanted to restore that marriage, but she won't go." and she's not obeying me, she's not walking it out with me, and she won't go. And you can't club them and drag them to the cross. So I said, Lord, I don't understand. I don't understand why. How could it go like this? I know you put us together. The Lord said, how many times were you counseling with some couple that was having marriage trouble? And you held their hands and you cried and you said, Lord, heal their marriage, even if it costs me mine. I said, Lord, I don't even remember how many times. Bunches and bunches. He said, why would you be surprised that I might take you up on it? Oh. Did you mean it? I said, yes, Lord, I meant it. I meant it. If you're going to be an intercessor, and you're going to lay stuff down, and you're going to say, Lord, whatever the cost, bring revival. Whatever the cost, heal their marriage. Whatever the cost, raise that person from the dead. Even if I lose my life. Whatever the cost, Lord, heal that autistic kid. Even if you give him my brain and we switch and you know, I'm acting like Rain Man tomorrow. Whatever. What do you think could happen? People got God in a way too small a box. Way too small a box. I know that a lot of the people that got a beef with me are people that prayed the nuclear prayer. That I heard them pray, Lord, have your way with me. Do whatever you want with me. Whatever the cost, whatever I have to go through, refine me. Man, then the heat dials up real high. They start losing stuff. It starts costing them things. And all of a sudden, I'm the bad guy. Well, I didn't make them pray it. And I'm not the one putting them through it. I didn't hit their house with lightning. I didn't whatever. And I warned them. You know, don't pray that if you don't mean it all the way. I'm a walking, talking example of what it can cost you. Reese Howells, so many others. Matthew 5, Hebrews 11 talks about the great cloud of witnesses, the martyrs that have gone before us, the sacrifices that were made, the lives that were rearranged. You know, Ezekiel, God says, I'm going to kill your wife tonight, just as an object lesson, just to prove a point to Israel. Don't cry about it, because I'm not going to cry when I kill them. Lord, you put us together. Yeah. Lord, we've been married a long time. Yeah. Lord, she's the apple of my eye and the desire of my heart, and I really, really love her. Yeah. Well, that's the way I feel about Israel. But I need this object lesson, and you said you'd do whatever, and she said she'd do whatever, and that she really loved me, and I really love you guys. So I'm going to take her home, and she'll be with me, and I'm going to reward her and everything. But yeah, you know, I'm sorry about your whole marriage thing, but the object lesson's more important right now. He could do that. He does do that. I don't know how. I don't know how you think you're going to have the heart of Jesus without him brutally scooping yours out, flinging it as far away from him as he can, and putting his heart in there. And it is going to be some ugly looking surgery from everybody watching and the person going through it most of all, but everybody watching, oh man. They're going to want somebody to blame. But the fact is, you prayed. You prayed, and you know that you prayed Lord, whatever the cost, humble me, break me, put your heart in me, use me for your purposes. Anything could happen.